Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the All About Favorite channel. I am your host, Pastor KZ. Thank you so much for watching. At the end of the video, please hit the thumbs up button, comment, like, and share the video. If you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. My attire today, I am representing the Buffalo Bills in their upset victory over my Kansas City Chiefs. Good win for you, Josh Allen and the Bills. As I said, everybody, you win and I rep. I have received some emails from some of you stating, Pastor KZ, you're not representing the NBA. I will represent some basketball when we get out of the thick of the playoffs, okay? So I will be representing the NBA. Also, just for this week, we're going to be talking food for thought for the ladies. So this topic, like I say, is for the ladies. But now, men, if you have daughters, if you have nieces, don't click off. Don't click off. So all mothers, grandmothers, aunties, godmothers, nieces, go get on that phone right now. Text somebody or call somebody or DM somebody and let them know to please watch All About Favorite channel. Don't scroll past the videos this week. Ladies, I'm going to be talking about you. As I said, my disclaimer, I am no guru. I am not an expert, but I am just giving you some opinions based on content that you have already stated you wanted me to talk about. Now, ladies, on a real talk note, one of the most powerful assets or the most powerful tool that you must have in your tool belt is your ability to know when to keep silent. You must have that in your arsenal. You must know when to speak and when to shut it down and be quiet. Now, why am I saying this? Because some of you women, you don't know when to stop talking. Some of you just talk too much. I know you're getting upset, ladies, but I'm going somewhere with this. Some women, young women or older women, just talk too much. Y'all just say things without thinking about the consequences of your words. You can't go around just saying anything. Now, I already feel the whispers I'm getting and the stares and the looks you're having right now as you're watching this video. And you're thinking, I know my rights. I have freedom of speech. I can say what I want to say. Or here is one, and I know somebody have heard this before. I'm grown. I can say whatever I want to say. I've been grown. Don't nobody pay my bills but me. I can say what I want. No, you can't. Especially if you're talking to your mother or your grandmother or older woman. Ladies, young ladies, especially you. Y'all think because y'all have reached 18 and up, that gives you the right to speak to your mothers any kind of way. Speak to your grandmothers any kind of way. You know what? Back in my day, whether you was grown or not, you showed respect. Even if they were saying something you didn't want to hear, you shut your mouth and you listen. And when they were done, when they say, you hear me? You understand me? Your response, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I heard you. But no, too many of you younger ladies just like to run your mouth, be disrespectful. And you know what? Your disrespect hurts your mothers. It hurts your grandmothers. One thing I can say, I know for a fact, I have never disrespected or cursed my mother, my grandmothers, my aunties. I've never done that. Or my godmothers. Never. Shut it down and listen. Because you know what? Through what they're saying, there's some wisdom. And there's some truth to what they're trying to, information that they're trying to give you. So stop thinking I can say what I want. Now, let me say this. I'm not talking about your freedom of speech. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about there are times when you just need to listen and shut your mouth so you can understand what they're trying to tell you, what is being said. Stop always trying to defend your stance. Sometimes when you try to defend your stance, you're becoming defensive and you don't like what they're saying because you know what? There's some truth to what they're trying to tell you. So you get so emotional and you start saying, just talking and saying things. And I want to say this be very blunt about it. There's some words that you can say that you will never be able to take back. There's some things you're going to wish you had never said to your mama, or to your grandmama, or to your auntie. You know what? You got to learn how to be silent, especially when you are emotional or when you are angry. When you feel yourself getting mad, you need to shut down and stop talking. Be silent, because when you are talking too much in the heat of anger, you will say something that's going to hurt the other person. And you know what? That other person may never get over what you've said to them. Shut your mouth. When your elders are giving you a teachable moment, just be quiet. May I flip the script here for a moment to my elders, my older sisters, my older grannies, my older aunties, my older mamas and sisters. Can I just flip the script for a moment? And I'm talking to women 40 and up at this point. Don't keep trying to show these young ones how messed up their way of thinking is. Don't keep trying to give them advice when they are not receiving what you say. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, Pastor KZ, as long as she in my house, she gonna listen to me. But what happens when she's out of your house and you still trying to give her good advice? Listen, I'm not saying your job as a parent ends. Your job as a mother never ends, or a grandmother, or an auntie, or a godmother. Those positions are there for life. And I know it may hurt you, it may bother you, it may just get on your nerves to the core when she bringing this loser around. Or when you see your daughter or your nieces or your granddaughter still running her mouth, and she with this deadbeat guy who's no good. He's doing some things to her, he's cheating on her, doing all kind of stuff, and it's hurting you to see your daughter go through this. It's hurting you to see your granddaughter go through this. And also on the same spectrum, when you see these young ladies and they get a good man, and they like all they're interested in is being selfish. Their mind is not on the marriage and being a good family. All they're thinking about is being somebody's baby mama, or telling him he ain't gonna do this and do that for his child that he may have with another woman. If you young ladies know he already got children or a child by another woman, then it's not your position to tell him what he can or cannot do for them. Because remember, some of you were raised by single mothers because your daddy wasn't there. I ain't gonna go into that. I'll go into that by the end of the week. But your way of thinking sometimes, young ladies, is messed up, but the older ladies is trying to give you advice. But I'm speaking to you older ladies, sisters, aunties, grannies, grandmothers, memas, whatever you may call them, Nana, Big Mama, Mud Dear, and Mama. Sometimes you got to back away and shut it down and just let them figure it out, because they don't want to hear what you say. Now, the time will come when they going to come banging your doorbell. The time will come when they have to humble themselves and come to you and say, Mom, I need you. Or the tears start flowing and they say, Granny, I need you. They're going to have to come to you and say, Granny, grandmother, mama, auntie, I'm sorry for the way I behaved. I misbehaved. I was out of order and I was wrong. You live long enough, that day will come. It will come. And to you younger ladies, don't let the day pass when your mama or your grandmama or your auntie has gone on and transitioned, and now you sorry, and you laying all on top of the casket, calling her name, mama, granny, auntie. It's too late, because when you could have walked in correction and humility, you did not. I know this is tough to hear. This is one of those topics that would have been with last week's topic, when I say some things are very hard to hear, but it's the truth. And like I said, I'm talking to the women this week because we are supposed to conduct ourselves. We are womb carriers. We are queens. We're supposed to set the tone for things. And you know what? When daddy is gone, or when her boyfriend leaves and ain't no man in the house, guess who's doing all the work raising the children? And some of you young ladies, you have children and you have the title that you love that I can't stand of being a baby mama. Y'all stop labeling yourself because that seems popular and sounds good. Just say, he's the father of my child. We wasn't able to make it, but we still co-parenting and we are able to be civil with each other. Get off of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever social media you're on. Get off of there bashing your kids' fathers. Ladies, just stop doing it, because you know what? Some of you got children old enough to be on social media and they read what you saying about their daddy. And I'm going to say the same thing to the men when I get on them next week. Y'all on social media putting all your business out there. And then when your mamas or your grandmamas try to bring you in correction, you say, you getting all in my personal business. How am I getting in your personal business when thousands of people done read your personal business and done seen you being crazy on social media? Words of wisdom don't never hurt anybody. I can listen and learn. Y'all, stop over talking and listen. And guess what? You need to use silence when things are not going well, so you can kind of get focused and figure things out. It doesn't mean you're weak because you don't say anything. It just means, let me pray on this and let me process what is being said to me. Some of you are going to have to learn the lesson very hard that people were trying to teach you, and you just wouldn't receive what they were saying. What I'm saying today is a lot of us females, I'm talking to all of us, including myself, there are times when we must use silence. Keep our mouths shut. Another thing is, I'm going to talk about your relationship for a minute. Don't keep arguing and going on and on and on with your man or with your husband. Why are you arguing and going on and you asking him, are you listening to me? You keep asking him, do you hear me? Are you listening to me? Girl, you already answered your question. Do you hear how crazy that sounds? Yes, he hear you. No, he's not listening to you. And the reason is he probably is tired of hearing the same thing over and over and over again from you. And that's something else. If you got to keep repeating yourself to him, either he don't care about you, or either he's just not, how do I say this without sounding bad, but I'm going to just say it. Either he's just too dumb to comprehend what you're saying, girl. And if you got one of them that's just too dumb and stuck on stupid where he can't comprehend, maybe you need to consider a new man. I'm just saying. It's food for thought. Girl, he hears what you are saying. He just don't care about what you're saying no more, because you keep saying the same thing. Do you not realize if a man is not bringing himself into correction after the first couple of times you tell him that, that's who he is? Get used to it or get rid of him. Now, I know the email's going to be burning up this week from the things I'm talking about. I know I'm going to get plenty emails, so go ahead and start typing them at walkinfavor61@yahoo.com. And believe me, some women will receive this information this week, and you're going to be glad to hear it. Some of you, one day, soon, it's going to come when you want to hear what your mama say. You wish you had your grandmama to talk to. Darling, I remember the time my grandmother used to say, darling, sometimes the best thing you can do with a man is be quiet. Because if he keep talking, he'll tell on himself. That's food for thought for you. Y'all have a wonderful day. Get focused. Find your balance. I'll see you back tomorrow.